Hello, my makeup loving friends. Yes, I am starting off an intro without any makeup on. My face is naked and it's very, very pink. So a part of why I'm doing this was I want you to come on this emotional journey with me as I try to recreate a particular look. And we all know what happens when I try to recreate a particular look. I get very stressed out. I have an emotional breakdown. Tools get involved, like pliers. That's what happened during my Scott Barnes recreation. Words are very hard today. But the way that this has all kind of transpired is that there are a lovely group of people who I know via Making Up Missa. We're all Patreons, and we've kind of come together, and they've made like a little Instagram sort of group chat thing where they were saying, oh, we'll all find a look of Mrs. that we like a lot from Instagram and try and recreate it. I was in on the chat, but I wasn't in on the chat because I'm snowed under with work at the moment. It's insane. And I got a message then from Elena going, hey, what look are you doing? And I said, sorry, what's happening? Who am I? Where am I? And she outlined what it is that we need to do. And she was like, you need to have this done by this date. And I was like, crap, that's more work for me to do. But I figured it'll be funny. And the thing is, if you don't know Make Me Up Missa, what's wrong with you? She's very, very talented. And all of her looks are very intricate, very beautiful, and require a lot of talent. So we know this is going to be a little bit of a disaster. So I went through her pictures and I landed on this one. Not because I think I can do it. I don't think I can. But because I was like, I have the palette and I brought it with me during my period of the isolation, because I do have not limited makeup supplies, but I only have kind of what I brought with me in the grand exodus out of Carlo. It's very difficult. All of my makeup is back in Carlo and I'm experiencing overwhelming separation anxiety. First world problems, but I figured I had this palette. It's the Huda Mercury Retrograde palette. This is what it looks like. And she used this palette to make that look. And I figured, well, yes, I definitely can't make that look, but I at least have the palette. And I haven't tried the palette yet because I have such a big makeup collection. It takes me a while to kind of rotate things around. So I figured, in addition to it being a recreation video, where I'm going to try and recreate the eye look, I'll do the rest of the face off camera because whatever. But I figured it could also be a sort of a first impressions. I have already primed my eyelids using a concealer that is way too dark, but I'm trying to pan. And I have a MAC brush here. It's the 219 SE. I got it as part of a set. And I just want to use that to kind of map out the general line of what I want to do. And I'm going to go into the shade of Vortex, which is quite a dark, sort of a purpley shade. I don't know what I'm doing. But do I ever actually know what I'm doing? Not really. So I just want to vaguely map out what it is that she did, I think. Or at least I think that she did. Who knows? I find it so hard to recreate looks, so if nothing else, we'll get a good giggle out of this. I never know what I'm doing. Somebody come and help me. Very stressful. Elena, Missa, not that she'll be watching because she's a very busy woman. If you're watching, why aren't you here helping me? This is terrible. I mean, it seems to be a decent purple. I've said this multiple times, purple is hard to formulate. So, there you go. I didn't bother doing any swatches because I figured this is a palette that's been around for a while. Everyone and their mother knows what it looks like, so whatever. Be grand. Peak Irish. I will, by the way, every so often just be looking down at my phone to look at the original picture to try and figure out if I am necessarily staying where I need to be. I highly doubt it because, let's face it, I'm a bit of a disaster. I'm just going to get some sort of a brush here. Oh my god, like all of my brushes are filthy because I'm disgusting. Elena, come and help me clean my brushes. I am taking this E25, the Sigma blending brush, and I'm just going to very, very lightly just swish around. And actually, the girl who came up with this idea, she has just launched her YouTube channel. Her YouTube name is Tia Marika. I'm going to link her down below as well. Do check her out. She is fabulous. I just finished watching her first video, her first ever upload today. So I'm like, oh, so proud of you. So very proud. Because we've all been nagging her to start her own channel because she is super talented. And she's finally listened to us. To which I'm like, yes, vindication. That'll do. I'm looking at the picture again just to try and... Oh, she's so annoyingly beautiful. Like, stop it. Very annoying. Like, darn you. Taking the E25 again. I'm in over my head. And, I mean, this is kind of perfect. Going into the shade Hot Mess. It's like they know. It's like they know. They're like, Teresa, you're going to try and do things that are beyond your control. Look at you with your notions. And I'm like, God damn it, Huda. God darn you. Knowing that I'm unable to do these things. So I'm just going to sploosh it on. I believe the correct term is stamping, but you know, we call it splooshing here. It's a much more fun word. It's like when I call like furry animals floofs. That's much more fun than calling them like a cat or a dog. Like, they are a majestic floof. Oh, this is definitely, like, this is not looking like her eye look at all. Whoops! Oh well, I am trying in my own little way. Like, this is definitely coming out a lot darker than hers. It could have something to do with my skin tone, because I think I'm definitely paler than her. But she actually probably used another shade as well, so this is my own fault. Now I'm going in with enthusiasm, if nothing else. Like, A for effort, yeah? Oh, this is going to be awful. Why can't I do things to a high standard in terms of my face? Very sad. I can write you a paper on relational frame theory, no problem. This? Whoa, no, very difficult. But I somehow feel like you probably don't want to hear about relational frame theory and hear me geeking out. It's a small fraction of the world that'd be interested in that. I don't know what it is about this eye. This eye never seems to retain colour in the same way as the other eye. It's just like, no, I reject your colour, sir. I reject it. Okay. If you think I'm not used to rejection, I've been dealing with it my whole life. That got way too personal too quickly. Oh well. That looks vaguely correct. Oh, just keep looking back at the source material. Like, refer to source material, and then you're like, God darn it. God darn it. Why is she so beautiful? It's very annoying. Anyways, I'm using the E25 again because I have problems. And apparently that's the way I'm going with my life. And I'm going into off balance, which, yeah, my life is off balance. And I'm just going to put that at the very top of the eye, like near the brow bone. Try and pink it out a bit more. I believe is the correct term. Pink it out. How are you guys doing anyways? How is all of this isolation? You know, I'm socially awkward, so, you know. I'm used to being somewhat isolated, just due to my weird personality. So. The cats are loving it. They're having a great old time. It's so weird giving lectures online though. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know how my students are feeling about it because I can't gauge them on that. So I feel like they're definitely not getting as good a learning experience. Like, I'm trying, but it's hard. And yes, I am not a fantastic lecturer. It is what it is. I'm using E25 again because I'm gross. I'm too lazy to pick something else up. And I'm going in with Vortex, so the dark purple again. And I'm going to sploosh it on the other eye. I'm trying to blend it. So trying, because that is actually a very important verb to use anytime I'm doing my makeup. I'm trying. Yeah, it's definitely not as like pink as hers, but I am trying. And I mean, so far the palette seems to be performing really well, so I'm happy with that at least. This isn't so much going to be a recreation as like an interpretation of the look of like just me attempting to make this be a thing. It's like no truth. It's like, you know, in Mean Girls. Stop trying to make fetch a thing. It's like what my eyelids are like. They're like, stop trying to recreate Mrs. Looks. You'll never be able. I'm like, God darn it. I don't want to get emotional abuse from my own shadows. I'm a traditionalist. If I'm going to have emotional abuse, it must be at the hands of another human being, not an eyeshadow. God, I go to look at the picture again to just be like, and yeah, she's flawless. She's flawless. Now I look at me and I'm like, you're not flawless. You got all the flaws. So you can see I need a bit more pink over here. So I'm going into Hot Mess again. Just the applicability of that to the current situation. And I'm also going to pick up on Off Balance. So picking that up again. Sorry, I realise as I'm like showing you the palette on the camera, it's like really like reflecting like crazy. But it is what it is. And I can't help it. Or could I? Damn me and my dastardly nature. I kind of want to pack on a bit more of the purple. So the Vortex shade, I'm not going to show it to you again because you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And if not, why not? Why are you not paying attention to me? I need your attention like all the time. All the time. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm like a 2-year-old. I'm just as likely to eat all of your cookies. No fallout, so that's good. Well done, Huda. We have quite a few of their products that I have yet to try that's in my try it out basket, so now's the time to be playing with that. Yeah, that'll do-ish. She has done like a cut crease in this look, so I'm going to go and do the cut crease off camera because you don't want to watch me cutting a crease. Again, that always sounds a little bit dirtier than I necessarily intended to be. But it is what it is. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Hello friends, I'm back. I've done the cut crease. Don't know if I'm necessarily any closer to being Missa. I mean, makeup is not magic. It's great, but it's not magic. Sorry, I was like looking at the picture again. I got so overwhelmed that I dropped my phone. It is what it is. I'm not 100% certain about what exactly it is that I'm going to use and how I'm going to do this because I'm overwhelmed and I'm not very good at this. Oh dear. Oh well. I have a Jessup or no, not a Jessup, a Morphe M508, and I figured that will be small enough to get on in there. And I'm going into the shade Supermoon, which is this sort of silvery shade, which, there we go, that one there. That's what I'm attempting to do. Hooray for Mojo. Oh God, I'm like so in over my head, like it's not even funny. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, God loves a trier. I'm so panicked. Makeup shouldn't make me panic, but it does, because I'm not very good at it. I assume that this was the shade that she used, because there's no other kind of silvery shade in the palette. Because I'm looking again, just in case. Yeah, there's no other one, so it must be this. It reminds me a little bit of you know, some of the shades that you get in the Beauty Bay Me, Myself and I Mitchell palette, or whatever it is that we call it. It reminds me a little bit of that. Yeah. Oh my God. This may be one of those things that's better applied via a finger. Seems to be coming up okay. I think definitely the finger application seems to be the way to go with that particular one. Whoa, God. How did she do this? She is a wizard. Although technically our resident makeup wizard is Elena. I will also link her down below in my description box. I mean, that looks okay-ish. It's not as precise or as amazing as Mrs., but I mean, when was I ever going to be compared to Missa? Never. Unless, I suppose we were both agreeing that like we have similar hair colour. Yeah, that looks okay. I'm also going to put some over here. My lord, you're going to hit pan on that because it's one of those ones that you're just going to dig into. That looks okay-ish, okay adjacent. Again, trying to look at that and see how she does these things. Don't know. I am going to see, I wonder if this will necessarily work. I'm just putting the same brush, the M508, through the colour switch, which does need to be cleaned. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the two shades here, Ultraviolet and Nebula. So that's Ultraviolet and that's Nebula. Ultraviolet, Nebula, right? And I'm going to pick the two of them up together, which sounds a little bit dirty. I'm going to pick them both up. Well, you know, with their consent. And I'm going to try and pop that onto the eye. Oh, lordy. Oh wow, okay, hello. You're there, you're here. Definitely like the formula is a bit, like it's more like wet. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know if Missa is going to watch this, or here I am like touching my face. I'm gross. It is what it is. I don't know if Missa is going to watch this, but if she does, I hope she gets a good laugh out of me just being like, oh, how do you do this? It's very difficult. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Send help. 10 chocolates also. I'm very hungry. I love a chocolate. Just one though, just one. Because, you know, gotta watch the isolation bod. But this definitely isn't going to end up being like a recreation. As much as I wish I could, I think it's... I don't 100% know how she how she did it. Like, that's not shady. I'm just genuinely like, how does she do these things? I'm so confused. Wow. Yeah. I'm going to take my E44, it's a firm blending brush, and I'm going to pick up the shade Vortex on that and hope for the best, essentially. I'm just going to pat it on to here, but then also kind of, again, I'm holding the very tip of it because that's what she says to do, and I'm not going to argue with Missa because, you know, she knows way more than I do about these things. I don't know if she did a tutorial on this. I don't remember her doing a tutorial on this look. But I did want to see about recreating it without like following anything, but she did excellent tutorials, by the way. If you, for some reason, haven't come across them, where are you going with your life? Like, are you okay? Okay, that looks a bit more like what it is. Hello, are you alright? There's a cat at the door. Just like, hello, you was makeuping? I help? Like, no, don't need your help. It's like, no, you do. Definitely. I think that might be Sergeant Fuzzy Boots. It definitely looks a little bit more like the picture. Not obviously 100% because I don't have those skills. I'm giving it a go though. I think I'm gonna pick up another brush again, just because apparently I'm just gonna use them all today. I'm going to pick up my taper blending brush, my E40. I'm gonna give these all a good clean once I'm done. And I'm going to pick up Vortex again, so it's again the purple, and I'm just going to pack it here because I need it to be a bit more matte on the outside, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is all very confusing for me. I'm not very good at this. I'm giving it a go. Definitely need to kind of soften the blend as well between those colours because it's too kind of harsh. Just hear Cece grooming behind me, just like, yes. You try and fix your face, human. You try. I know the true horrors that lurks underneath all of that makeup. Like, so do they. They've seen the intro. They've seen me without makeup. And presumably haven't run away scared. Or maybe are like, oh, what can she do with that train wreck? Not a lot. That'll do. I'm going to take this brush here, which is a detail blending, the E27. I'm taking it fully clean, nothing's on it, and I'm just going to swish between the two here. Just try and kind of soften it so it's not so obvious. I definitely have more kind of white on this side, so I'm just going to pack a little bit here. Don't judge me. Trying what I can. Just want them to be at least semi-even. I'm giving it a go. and blendy, blendy, blendy. Okay, I think that's kind of it. I mean, she put some like colour, I think, on the lash or under the lash line, but I can't really see from the picture. She also put some like liner on, but I'm going to do that off camera because I'm self-conscious. So I'll see you guys back here once I have all of that done, along with the rest of my makeup, and we can have a little go and have me try and recreate the picture. It's not going to happen. I am back. I finished the rest of my makeup. Sort of did my hair. I didn't have a lipstick that matched what Missa had. The closest thing I had was this Viseart eyeshadow palette, and even then it's not really a good match. So I just used a shadow from there, which, by the way, I hadn't actually tried that before today, so I can't even really say that that's a first impression either, but there you go. This is the finished look. Let's see how it compares to Mrs. I mean, yeah, I didn't do great, but I gave it a go. I did, I tried. I really need this fringe cut. Let's see if I put my hair back. Does it look a bit better? Does it look a bit more? What do we think? Do I look very fierce? I have to hold it up now and just be like, yes. No, I'm not very good at doing poses. Fringe needs to come down again to hide the wrinkles. Fringe talks, cheaper than Botox. I will zoom you in now so you can actually see the eyes and, you know, critique it. Don't critique it, it'll hurt my feelings. So this was my attempt at recreating that particular look. I couldn't get the silver to be... I'll take off my glasses so you can see a bit better. And ironically, I can see less better. Or worse, as the English would say. For whatever reason, I couldn't get the silver to be in the same sort of a silvery way as hers, unless she used a different shadow for that. I don't know. I just used the Huda Mercury Retrograde palette to make this. Is it a direct dupe or a recreation of hers? Unfortunately not. I did try. Like, I can't even say that, oh, it was an homage. I was genuinely trying to make it look like that. And I failed. But yeah, that is it. That is me attempting to use the Huda Mercury Retrograde palette. What did I think of it? Obviously I only used, how many shades from this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 18, so about a third of the palette. Not too shabby. Don't know why I'm talking like that. Some of them are so softly pressed that you're going to see like big chunks are taken from them. Excuse me. Focus. You can kind of see some little divots there, some divots there. I mean, I don't mind. Again, it's quite like that formula that you get in the Mitchell palette, which I personally quite like. It's tricky enough to work with initially, but you can kind of vaguely get there. So I do like it. I think the colour story is very, very pretty. It's expensive because it's a Huda palette. It just is. I have seen some kind of dupe things knocking about, so I'm sure there's loads of videos on those, but I was using the Mercury Retrograde to try and recreate Mrs. look. But that is it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that general jazz. Find me on social media. I'm out there just wandering around in the internet ether. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless it's an STD, in which case wrap it up. You know, let's not make any more tiny humans, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.